What's going on to you Geminis out here? Kung Fu Kenny is at it again. Kendrick Lamar. Kung Fu Kenny K. Kendrick Lamar is at it again. Geminis. Anyway, so you have the Page of Swords, the Strength, and then you Geminis have the Nine of Pentacles. Oh, snap. Too close. So for you Geminis, right? Hold on. So for you Geminis, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Once again, like it is, I said before for the past couple of times, you Geminis are doing great. The Page of Swords is you, right? That you in this reading, you pretty much just like what Kung Fu Kenny is doing, right? Kendrick Lamar is doing. Again, there's this awakening in you Geminis where a lot of you have essentially woken up. Y'all were the sleeping giant that a lot of you Geminis, in a sense that a lot of you Geminis have kept quiet about a lot of things that you wanted, that you wish weren't a certain way. And now you Geminis actually are speaking up about certain things, and you're letting it be known that you're drawing the line in the sand this way. And you know, people are going to have to be okay with that, because if they're not, they ain't got to be cool with you. And more importantly, you ain't got to be cool with them, because there's a sense of, you know, all of that stuff that you Geminis would have to pack in, right? You would have to just swallow your pride, take that, deal with it, just don't say anything. A lot of you Geminis, this is what the Page of Swords represents, right? And then you have the Strength card. A lot of you Geminis are just done with that. You're just done with the idea of like needing to just accept people's dysfunctions, right? And because of this, there's now more a sense of, and there's now more sense of really calling it out. And this is something that I've talked about as Kendrick Lamar was actually doing it. So you know that I'm not lying, because I was saying that to myself 2 days ago. I was saying to myself, like, yo, like the stuff that I literally was talking about in my readings, Kendrick Lamar is actually doing. And I'm not like, and I don't even know Kendrick Lamar. Like, I just follow him on Instagram. I don't even know him. You know, and yeah, Kendrick Lamar has a place in Brooklyn, New York, and everything like that. I don't know where. I'm not stalking him. I don't know where. Okay, I don't know where. But I don't know Kendrick Lamar, and to see Kendrick Lamar be a real representation. So is the elected president. Gemini also a real representation as an individual, where a lot of these two individuals are speaking up about a lot of things that they don't. It's wild, because I'm literally doing the readings as I'm watching this stuff, and I'm like, yo, I can't. This is like, I'm really sitting here calling these things out before they happen, bro. Like, this is nuts. This is wild. This is absolutely wild. Why? And we're not even finished yet, because this is what I'm talking about that you Geminis are doing. You have a problem with a lot of things. And there's a sense of you Geminis are almost like, you're not almost, you're spazzing. You Geminis are just, you're letting Mr. Hyde take over. You know, Dr. Jekyll is, you're Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, right? Dr. Jekyll is cool, calm, collected, diplomatic. And then Mr. Hyde is about putting foot to butt, right? Kicking butt and taking names. And this is what a lot of you Geminis, Kung Fu Kenny included, is essentially doing, right? There's a lot of things that people that you haven't been with for years that you didn't say anything about, but now there's a sense of you Geminis have figured out it's way too much dysfunction in your life, And now it's like you Geminis are actually cleaning up said life because, and again, Kung Fu Kenny is literally a representation of this. Like everything that I've been saying, I can't make this up, son. Like excommunicating friends. Kung Fu Kenny said that in one of his songs. He said that he stopped talking to at least 16 of them. That's my point. Same thing with you Geminis here that are not obviously celebrities. It's the sense of you outgrowing them in essence, and not just like financially as far as clout wise celebrity, but it's also you Gemini's been sitting back peeping game, and there's a lot of goof troop stuff that you just don't agree with, and it's like we're getting older, and how long are we going to continue to be on this dysfunction, right? So the Nine of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles speaks to how you've got other things that you Geminis want to do, but this is the game, and this is the thing that you Geminis essentially want to do. You're not here. You Geminis are not here to change the game for other people. You Geminis are here to change the game for yourselves. And so what that means is you want to operate without strings. And what I mean by that is you Geminis are looking for trust and character around you. You want to be able to not just have friends, but friends that can grow and go with you. Family members too, romantic interests too, and a lot of people can't do that. So a lot of people essentially can't do that. You dig what I'm saying? And this is what you're willing to actually stand on business about. This is what you're willing to follow through and lose friendships over, lose, romantic interests that are now past romantic interests over, because of the fact that you just can't do it anymore. And I definitely understand it. I'm the same way too, where it's like, I can't. Like I'm not getting down with goofies. I'm not getting down with goofies, yo. Like if I'm gonna be friends with somebody, it can't be one-sided. You know what I mean? It can't be this. I'm feeling terrible about myself. But then the Knight of Pentacles, let me cook though. The Knight of Pentacles and the Chariot though speaks to how you are better off without them, basically. And the Chariot, you're willing to stand on business because it's a testament to how you essentially, it's what I'm trying to say is this. I'm not making it religious, right? When I say a testament, what I'm trying to say is that it's a sense of you Geminis basically showing and revealing how much dirt there is and there was when it comes to not just you, but when it comes to one-sided friendships, one-sided whatever kind of relationships they are, whether it was family, whether it was friendship, whether it was romantic, you have essentially you've essentially cleaned up the dirt from up underneath the rug. And there's a lot of dirt there that a lot of you Gemini's been meaning to call out, but you didn't say anything because part of it is you hope and wish that these people would essentially outgrew this nonsense. And that you wish that people had a bottom of how far they would go, and basically a limit of how far they would essentially go. Because there's a sense of you Geminis thinking that, they have a soul, right? They have an element where they have decency. And what you Geminis are realizing is, and this is what I was talking about weeks and a couple of months ago, about how the friends and stuff like this, you don't hang out with them like that because of the fact that they're not growing spiritually. They're not growing on a soul level. They're not developing these things. They're still NPC bots. But at the same time, you Geminis are still social butterflies. Y'all know a lot of people. Y'all are air signs and y'all are mutable air, right? So Let me cook though. Let me cook. I'm cooking though. Let me cook. So the Ace of Wands and the Devil right here represents how you Geminis basically. So because of the fact that you called it up and you've been addressing it, a lot of people don't like that. The Ace of Wands represents bravery. Like if anybody got a problem with you, fight you, come do something about it, right? And then the Eight of Swords represents, well, a lot of people don't like it, but you Geminis don't care. There's a whole revamping. There's a whole rebooting the system and needing to redo it the correct way, do it the right way, do it a way where it is rightful. And a lot of you, and the thing is that, and this is part of why it is that I say that I love Geminis, because when a Gemini is not evolved, Gemini can be about that stuff out here cheating on their partner, right? They got the gift of gab. Geminis could be out here hanging out with everybody, doing their thing. Scum of the earth. I'm saying this as a Virgo myself. Virgos, unevolved Virgos too. Scum of the earth. I've seen it. Real handsome, pretty, entices a lot of people to do a lot of things or whatnot, cheating, all of that stuff. Right? Maybe a Gemini may not even be about that, but a Gemini doesn't take what they do seriously enough. What happens when a Gemini does? And they say, all right, it's time for me to clean up my act. Take a look at Amanda. I've talked about this before. Take a look at Amanda Nunes. Amanda Nunes, MMA fighter, used to be losing so many of her fights. She, spotty record at the beginning, right? Real spotty record, right? Losing to individuals that she should be able to defeat. What happened? She lost to her last one that she lost before she went on this championship run was against a crab. I forgot her name, but she's a crab. She lost to her, but she was winning the first round. Boom, ended up losing to her. She went to American Top Team, said, all right, it's time for me to get my act together. And she came back, defeated Shayna Baszler, defeated Sarah McMahon, defeated Misha Tate for the championship, and then went on this wild run and became the greatest woman mixed martial artist in history. Gemini. Why? Same thing with Kendrick Lamar. Look at what Kendrick's doing. Look at the wild run that Kendrick is doing. Why? Because there's a sense of, like I said before, the sleeping giant of, all right, let me get my act together. You know what I mean? Before you slouching a little bit, and it's like, now it's like, oh, let me get my act together. Let me actually apply pressure. So the Sun card and the and the Afterlife card, I can't say the D word. The algorithm doesn't like it, even though I'm just reading off of a card, but whatever. So the Sun card and the Afterlife card right here for you Geminis speaks to how your life is better off without those people. And at first, you don't like it, but your life generally is better off without them. And you're able to live with yourself because of it. You're like, it's a minor trade-off. So let's clarify the Afterlife. Wheel of Fortune, Three of Wands, the Six of Cups, Star card, Two of Pentacles. They want to come back. Obviously, they want to come back. But you Geminis don't have anything for them, because it's not about chastising them. What it's about is the fact that, just like what Kendrick Lamar said, people think that they can play all types of stuff. Like whenever this is why it is I tell you how to lay low. Because whenever it is that you outside too much and you seen by too many people, people think that they could play you. Kendrick Lamar talked about this. Shout outs to you Geminis. But he's also talked about how stay inside, because when you out of the way, people respect you. For whatever reason, they respect that. you know, but, and because they don't know, I know what it is, because they really don't know what's coming. But the point that I'm trying to make here with that is that the Star card and the Two of Pentacles speaks to how a lot of you also are in a situation where they want you badly, but again, you Gemini's got nothing for them. You're standing on a higher platform, and they over here, essentially, they're gonna have to look up. The Six of Cups. This is you leaving them behind here. You still got love in your heart. You Geminis are not cheapened. Your value has not ruined. It's not ruined. It's just that you Geminis just understand that you can't stay quiet anymore about the goofy stuff. And I'm glad that you're not. So that's pretty much it for now. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. You know what I'm about to say. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. I'm at 16,600 and I don't know, 77. Appreciate it. Have a good one, y'all.